So during this presentation, I'm going to talk about claims management system powered by AI agents and backed by ERP platform. So during this presentation, we are going to look into the project purpose, the challenges, and of course the solution that we provide as the process flow, the engine, and the tech stack that we are going to use. As you see for the overview of the project, we have a company called Way2, and Way2 is dealing with some pain points when dealing with processing claims, validation error, maybe spammers, and after all, we have the cash flow that needs to be in a safety guard for any other issues that might appear during these claims. We go through the BPMN and the workflow that is optional and can be used for this integration. So as you see in this diagram here, we have a claim that is received by the front end or an email or an API call, then taken to the agents to deal with the intake, parsing the data, and passing it to an orchestrator that will decide about which way to move forward, like if it's going to look for duplicates, if there is a duplicate, it's going to handle it to the root cause, which is going to look into the ERP and decide if it for the original root as an investigation, then move it forward to either a human or looping human into the process, or either moving directly to a parallel execution where there will be a notification service, a ledger service, and finally a refined approval engine, which is going to decide if this claim is meant to be or not, depending on the cash flow, send it back to human if necessary, and then close the claim. Here we are moving to the diagram that presents the infrastructure used for this purpose. We have the front end interfaces, which are going to deal with the customer claims, KPI board, C-level managers that are going to look into this board, and API gateway, which is going to handle the storage of the data received and then move it forward by opening a new event using a broker, an event broker, which is going to handle all this since this is an event driven design. Then we have an intake layout that is going to take care of the intake, then communicating with the ERP adapter servers, the services that are going to provide some investigation and correctness of the claim, moving forward to an optional BPMN workflow that can be hosted by self-hosted by a Commanda engine, then finally to a financial compliance using a ledger. This way none of the sensitive data is going to be lost. Moving to the frameworks and the tools, from my experience, I know that using some tools, depending on the project itself, we have so many variables, the timeline, simplicity over performance, the cost, and finally deployment. As you know, we have to compromise to choose which ones, and I choose these ones. I see that using Python all over the way is very helpful, especially this is an AI project, and using Python is very helpful with very strong libraries that can help along the way. Different databases for different purposes, MongoDB for logs, PostgreSQL for the claims, Ledger for financial interactions, and finally we can add some metrics and debugging with Grafana, Prometheus, and finally Sentry. Here I want to talk about why I'm excited to join Agent If. To be honest, AI is now, not in the future, and I want to put myself into a professional AI project. During the last year, I worked on many AI projects, like manipulating big data, training a model, or manipulating pictures for some purposes or some freelance client. Thank you very much for your time. I hope the presentation was the point, and I wish you a very good day.